Hey, this is Nessyp of Nessyp Entertainment, and we are here with Mr. JD.
aka Catastrophe.
See, I knew we were going to get that right. How are you today?
I'm great, and you?
I'm just fine. It has been a while since we've seen each other.
Yes.
Yes. So what's been going on with you? I know that let's see, the best of my last conversation we had, you had got your TV production certification, right?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
so
Yes.
I want to talk about that for a little while, but what's been going on with you? Other than that, what's been going on with you?
I would say a lot of this scripts,
Okay.
going over everything, so loading up on those, working with different other talent producers, writers,
Hmm.
and put some different thoughts together. I just finished two videos. One was a music video for Ezra Banks called Feelings. It's pretty much promoting domestic violence, so against domestic violence. And another was with Power Switch Film as well. So just been busy all the way around.
Oh, that's how did you get involved in music? Because I know you're an actor. So how did you get involved in the music videos?
Music, I would say music was always first. Um,
Okay.
that I mean, I was a rapper before anything, and until I crossed the path of Miss Ellen Jacoby. She's a casting director out of Miami. She's been in Hollywood for like 30 years. I worked with her on the movie Punisher. So she always told me, if you can perform on stage, you can act. And she always kept pushing me. And I fell in love with the production of John Hensley. He was the producer of The Punisher. And I
Mhm.
was looking over everybody's shoulder, learning the different gadgets. And because it was exciting. I mean, you actually on a live set.
Right.
I mean, that what sparked the fire, and they took me in.
And they took you in. Wow, that sounds exciting. I mean, just like you said, just to be on the actual set.
Yeah,
So, what was the biggest thing that you learned being on the set?
that you don't have to go to school and spend a whole bunch of money. You just network and you're there. And the food is good. I mean, they have all your favorite restaurants there. You eat good. You eat
Really?
really good on the set. I'm telling you, you're not gonna starve.
I'm gonna have to start hanging out with you to get on the set to
I'm
eat,
talking.
man. That sounds like so much fun. Okay, so with like I said, we had talked earlier about you being certified as a TV production.
Yes.
So, what is all of that about?
Um. So since I already had the background with the acting and also working behind the scenes, I always been intrigued, not just being in front of the camera, but behind it.
Mhm.
So it was an opportunity that presented itself, and I was like, wow, I don't have to spend little or no money at all, and I can learn everything. And it came quite easy because I'm already in the midst of it. So it normally takes someone a year and some change. They said I actually did it within, I would say, 120 some days. So at least I would say 90 days. I crashed it out and learned the different things. And so I'm able to run TriCaster, which meaning if we on live television like now,
Mhm.
I can pinpoint what cameras are on point, everything. So doing live production, I know which eyes you're looking at on the camera, and I can switch to camera 5. I can run it as a floor director, so I'm pretty much can run everything out of
Wow.
those 21 certifications.
Oh my goodness. So I can get you to look at one particular camera. You'll be looking at one particular camera, but you can see all different angles.
Right.
Is
Well,
that how that works?
if I'm filming you now, we got camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, camera 4, camera 5.
Okay.
Whichever way you turn, I can switch to camera 5 or camera 3. The floor
Mhm.
director will tell you which camera to look at, and I'm going
Right.
off the floor director. So I can play either position. I could be the floor director, or if I'm operating the cameras, either one.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. I think I would like to play with that. Just kind of confuse people that just
Right.
keep laughing and rolling. That sounds like so much fun. So now, you just mentioned that you have a couple of scripts that you're working on. Can you kind of, I know everything
Yes.
may still be hush hush, but can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, this particular, well, I would say the one I'm most excited about is called 3FF. One of the writers is Tanice from Tanice Production, and 3FF is three femme fatales. It's three females,
Okay.
and they pretty much, I would say, are business individuals, but the background of them, their family. One particular young lady family was in the drug business, and so but they kept everything low key. But when the father died and the brother, got knocked off, she became in that position. And so it takes a whole total different turn because you never see females in a powerful position. So it's different roller coasters. And the character that I play, um, he feel like he should be the one to take over because he was the brother right hand man. And in some cases, he's so disrespectful and so arrogant with it. You like, is he going to get killed or what? So it's a lot of twists and turns.
So would he be one of those characters where, how you watch a movie and you go, I wish they would do something to him and get him out
You're
the
either going to love him or you're going to hate him. It's one of the
right,
two. Yeah.
right, right. So how long have you been working on that one? Or you guys are just still
And well, the pandemic, what got in the way, the coronavirus, that corona. I mean, we had everything set to film probably like March. And as soon as coronavirus hit, we had to put it on pause. We were going to try to see if we can get back to it during the summer, but it looks like it's going to be pushed back. So far I'm getting sent other scripts. One is called Line 'Em Up Boys by this gentleman, Michael, the writer.
Mhm.
And when I first read it, he had me captivated by the first portion of it. I mean, it's interesting.
Wow. So those are your next projects that you're working on. I mean, since the corona hit, is there something that you're working on individually right now?
Yes. One, I want to, of course, I was always doing things with the school, motivation speaking and all of that.
Mhm.
I'm actually making some alteration when it comes to that because when school get back in, we're going to be at a totally different new way of interacting.
Right.
So I'm instead of clarifying all of those things, that probably won't pick back up into 2021. The bigger side of them I'm looking to do. But one of the things I'm working on, we got election coming up. So I'm using that platform to actually get involved and get our generation and everyone involved to vote. Special when it comes to, I see a lot of people on the news, some are for Black Lives Matter, another or against it, because they mention about black on black crime. And
Okay.
like I told them, I said, hey, if BLM is focused on the police brutality and equal rights, things of that nature, justice, instead of you talking about it, why don't you put a movement together for black on black crime and merge
Wow.
together? So I told my parents that, and I told my lady that I'm pretty much looking to do that, just to bring insight on it, because we have to love one another. We have to take care of our own to
Exactly.
actually, so people won't look at us in that limelight, because not everybody's saying that everybody grew up with racism, none of that. So that's pretty much what I'm working on the side.
Well, that seems like a really big process though, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
so what would all be involved in it? I mean, how would you go about starting something like that?
Reach out to some of my connections that I already have.
Mhm.
People that's from the police department to other organizations, and giving it an
Mhm.
outlook to see um, what they have done so far. See if it's other organizations that actually out there already, so I
Okay.
can take it with them. Um, Also, I mean, with people like yourself and other individuals that have other connection and that can put it in the forefront. I know people that have already that I did canvases with like Sky White. Um, you got Schamberger, all of them. So it's some things some people I can really reach out to. Michelle B. Patty, Corey Felton, all of them.
That sounds really, really interesting. And I think based on that, I mean, there are so many people that don't look at it in that particular light, and to
Yes.
be able to merge those two groups together, I think is amazing. That
Hmm.
that is, and specifically with dealing with what's going on now,
Hmm.
I think that's really awesome. I'm so impressed. I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen you for a while, and you have just been rocking and rolling, and I am
Yes.
so impressed, and you are just an awesome person. So with
Thank you.
your acting, everything is kind of shut down. So what are you doing? I mean, as an actor, do you like rehearse all the time? Do you practice all the time? And I'm not really sure because I'm not an actor. So
Yes.
how do you keep yourself fresh and keep yourself motivated?
I watch a lot of movies. A lot of time I watch movies for entertainment and for studying purposes as well. Um,
Okay.
just studying the characters. Sometime a movie may be an hour and 30 minutes. It's probably gonna be 2 hours with me because I'm rewinding because I may miss something. I'm looking at face expression. I'm looking at delivery. I'm looking at how the writer writes it. And then yes, I do go over scripts that I already have,
Hmm.
and just to stay muscle memory, things of that nature. Um, and then plus in everyday life we act because I'm a character even off script they say so so that helps as well. That's just a natural part of me, but yes, I stay productive.
Okay. That sounds great. So are you doing any type of writing on your own?
I and that's the thing I discussed with some friends. I have the creative side to do that, being a rapper entertainer, being able to write. I have so many creative ideas that come to my brain. I'm like, man, I got to sit here and dissect everything out. And a friend, Kirby, she's a comedian, aspiring comedian. She does a lot of writing, and she said, just write it. I said, okay, I'm gonna just write it, just put it down. So I may come up with a outline and title, and I just put it to the side. And I would probably get with someone that may be stronger in that element, just
Okay.
until my creative juices come. So I'm always have that thought process there. So most definitely.
That is awesome. Okay, so if someone wanted to reach out to you, whether it's TV production or acting or rapping, oh, are you still rapping? Are you still doing that?
Yes, more for to submit for what we call it. I just had a brain fart. Placement for movies.
Okay.
So because a lot of people that know me from that end, it was like, you stay rapping, you stay writing music. Just now, shout out to Chill Girl Entertainment. They asked me to come on board. Chill Girl Entertainment was developed from a group of I would say former and present cheerleaders of the Buccaneers, NFL, um, NHL, everything, Arena League. So they wanted me to come together to do a artist development with 4 girls called Quad Girls. So shout out to them. And because I performed with the owner, well, both of the owners back in early 2000 when they was at the Arena League. So I did halftime show with them. So I
Okay.
was a dance choreographer as well. So
So you're just
that was
everything, just all rolled up into one, pretty much.
yes, yes. So I'm working on that with them, and because I tell them, with this time frame, what we have now, you have a lot of electronics, you have a lot of virtual where you can be able to put yourself out there and brand it. Marketing brand is a good thing. Also on the sports end, because as well, athlete play professional ball. Um, I'm training other athletes as well, especially coming out of high school, from the mental standpoint and to pretty much craft your game to be on point on everything. Practice. You got to train harder than the next champ is all, pretty much what I say.
Wow. Okay, so I guess my final question for you is to if we needed to reach out to you and get in touch with you, I need you to tell everybody where to find you, how to contact you, social media, everything.
Well, you can contact me social media platforms, IG, Kastrophy, Kastrophy. That's the shirt there.
Okay.
Kastrophy JD. That's on IG. Facebook, same thing. Kastrophy JD, and you'll see this name that's at the bottom there. Don't have a Twitter, none of that good stuff.
Okay. So do you
That's
see a website coming? You got a website?
yes, website. I mean, I pretty much use the social media for, but I do have a website that's coming for Worldwide Vision. That's my company, Worldwide Vision. The name speaks for itself. Is you gotta have global, and you got to think outside the box. So most definitely.
You're gonna have to send me one of those t-shirts.
Oh, this yes.
Yeah, I want one of those T-shirts. Okay.
And shout out, I want to give a shout out to all my supporters, man, from Power Switch Films, Alan Johnson, awesome videographer. I mean, Inkwell, and so many of them, so I have to say the whole
Yeah, I know, right, right. You're right.
Miss Ellen Jacoby, man. I mean, even some of the city officials. So even shout out to my parents because I wouldn't be here without them. And my lady Monica, she always owned me. She in Atlanta. She does a lot of real estate, but she always keep my brain going. And even my family. Shout out to the Greens family, even though we couldn't have my family reunion this year because of COVID. 60 years and just this one. So I most definitely miss that. And my Miami family too. I got shout out Miami family.
Okay, yeah. That is awesome. So it was awesome to talk to you. I am so glad we got this opportunity. I am going to at some point ask you to come back and just kind of keep us posted as to what you got going on. I know with this COVID, it's putting everything kind of on hold. But knowing you, I'm quite sure you've got something going on. So we would love to keep in contact with you.
And I just want to tell everybody to stay positive, man. It's affect everybody. Keep God first, and never let yourself, get down. If you have to speak to someone, you're feeling some type of way, do that because mental health, we need to make sure we stay positive.
Definitely. Well, JD, thank you so much. I really appreciate you talking to us.
Thank you.
And good luck with everything that you have got, everything that you're working on right now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All righty.
All right.